All right, guys, we're back. Breya versus IOK. Round 2, Animar strikes back. Here we go. I've got a great draw this game. You can see I've got Crucible, Tezzeret, Acceleration, Counterspell on turn 2, and a fetch land. Pretty much golden, about 85th, 90th percentile as far as the kind of hand that Breya is looking for. Almost the best kind of hand you could get without one of the cheap fast mana cards. But unfortunately, I'm going second, and that can prove very problematic against this deck. If he's able to land Animar before I even get anything going, it can often spiral out of control before I can really do anything. He's got Command Tower turn 1. Perfect mana as well, but no other play. Whew. All right, I breathe a sigh of relief. Come on, deck. Let's just draw a Toxic Deluge or something and make this easy. All right, well, Marsh Flats isn't bad. I'll just play that right now. It gives me the option of getting that. Should actually probably have played the Arid Mesa, given that this gets fewer lands in the deck, since this gets all the black sources. And this gets the Triome. I can use that for black later. All right. Snow-Covered Mountain. Oh, Bloom Tender. Very underplayed card. I rarely see Bloom Tender played. It's one of my favorite green creatures in the game. Obviously insane in Edric and good in any multicolored deck. Woefully underplayed. All right, at the end of the turn, I'm just going to go get the Triome as planned. Ooh, Strip Mine. Well, that's very interesting. And as much as I like having Strip Mine right now and potentially killing Command Tower, I feel like he's got green and red already. I can't risk him just having blue mana in hand and casting his Animar. So with that in mind, I'm just going to play the Arid Mesa, kind of keeping my lands cloaked a little bit. That I've got this counterspell, and just hope that he doesn't have another land and that he just runs his Animar out into counterspell, and then I can Strip Mine the Command Tower, and we are all set. Let's see what happens here. Flooded Strand. All right, now that's pretty good. More weird alternate artwork. Tropical Island, yep. Oh God, this combo is so ridiculous. Bloom Tender tapping for red, green, blue. Fortunately, I do have a counterspell to stop him. All right, back to the command zone. He does not attack. All right, oh, Well's interesting. Okay, so the play here, obviously, I do have the option to go and, I don't know, play land plus Crucible or play a Talisman plus a land and hope to just cast Tezzeret next turn. But given that this costs 1 mana, there's nothing to stop him from just playing Animar next turn. So I got to just hope that he's lighter on mana. Maybe the fact that he played the Snow-Covered Mountain last turn, or the turn before he played the Flooded Strand, might indicate that he's low on mana, which means that killing Command Tower and playing Talisman and then following up with Crucible of Worlds might allow me to kill off his blue-green mana. And then he's just got green and red, and his Animar costs 5, and I should be able to take over the game with Breya at that point. So I'm going to go with the LD plan. This feels a bit like a no-brainer to me, and just cross my fingers that he doesn't have more mana of the right color. Because a lot of these Animar decks that I've played against, they tend to run a lot of mana creatures. They don't really run a lot of land. Come on. Ooh, that's a good sign. Sylvan Ranger, damn. All right, well, that does get him land again. He'll probably go get so he gets an island. And he casts Flip the Lost. What a weird card. I'm not sure why he's playing with this. But regardless, it's a blue creature, I guess. So it just activates his Bloom Tender, which now makes 2 mana. Okay, well, I'm not totally screwed here. I can play the Crucible of Worlds. He did just fetch a land, so I got to hope that... he's got blue and green from here. So my one hope here, I could just slam Breya and hope that's sufficient, but that feels extremely risky to me. And I feel like the better play is to just kill his Snow-Covered Mountain and hope he does not have any red mana. So I'm going to play the Crucible, kill that. And I've got him in Strip Mine Lock. If I can just keep him off of red long enough to draw maybe another counterspell or to deal with Bloom Tender, I should have this game. And I only need really one more turn, because next turn I can play Breya and get the 2 Thopters and use the Thopters to kill this thing off. And at 2 mana, I don't foresee he'd have the ability to win the game. Come on, don't draw red. No red. Oh, brutal. All right, well, there's no stopping Animar now. That is extremely unfortunate. All right, come on, deck. Give me Deluge. Deluge or Demonic Tutor. Ah, rats. Okay. Well, as much as I would like to Strip Mine away the red, he's already got red, blue, green from his Bloom Tender. So I'm just going to have to go with the Breya plan. And really hope to draw into something. Maybe Treachery or whatever. It's one of the reasons I really love Treachery. It just solves problems like Animar instantly. I'm really getting a lot of land here, which is not good. Okay, well, maybe he doesn't have much of anything. There's Priest of Titania. There's one experience counter. That makes 3 mana, which is ridiculous. Red, blue, green. Raven Familiar. Okay. And gets to impulse off of it. Oh boy, Toothy. Huh, interesting. I've often seen this played as a commander. But when you draw a card, it gets +1/+1, and when it leaves the battlefield, you draw a card for each. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And pretty damn good when it costs 1 blue mana. Alright, well, I'm just going to take 4 and hope he doesn't have any other play. And I need to draw something, and I just get this stupid Grim Monolith. Arg. Well, if this had been Mana Vault, it might have been kind of interesting, because I could have played a blue mana source. Yeah, I could have played Steam Vents, played Mana Vault, tap Mana Vault for 3. Oh, let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm just 1 mana short. I don't have enough mana to play Tezzeret and activate, since that requires a total of, yeah, Tezzeret plus the thing requires 7. And I only have 6, right? Yeah, I only have 6 mana. 1 more mana. If this had been Mana Vault, I would have been able to go play Tezzeret the Seeker, search for Vidalcan Shackles, and use Shackles to steal Animar. And that would have shut off Bloom Tender from making tons of mana, and obviously it would have shut that thing down as well. Fortunately, just 1 mana short. So all I can do is kill red. It's kind of just grasping at straws here. And I'm going to use Breya to take down the Bloom Tender, which cuts him off red. So my plan here really is that Animar is already running amok, but I don't really have... He's got 5 cards in his hand, and if he's got access to red mana off of his Bloom Tender and his Shivan Reef, then he can just play anything. So at this point, I've got to just hope his whole hand is red, and he's unable to do anything further. I mean, obviously this is a wing and a prayer, but I gotta try something. My deck is just giving me way too much land. All right, so Toothy gets counter. All right, what's happening here? Per Imaginative Rascal. Doubles counters on things. Great. Makes Animar even more insane. These two guys get partnered up. He casts Llanowar Empath. Adds more counters. And he scries. And he reveals Llanowar Elves. He's got 1 green mana in his mana pool. Generous Patron. And he throws some counters on my guys, which allows him to draw 2 cards. Crazy. What a neat card. I've never even seen this card before. But it's pretty powerful. Oh, Cascade Bluffs. That's weird. Why did this come into play tapped? Oh no, okay, it just looked that way. No, he tapped it for 2 red right away, so I could not stop him from getting red mana as hard as I tried. So he casts Imperial Recruiter. That gets Mole Drifter, which is a pretty good creature when it costs a blue. And then he casts Zealous Conscripts for 1 red mana, which and I'm thinking, like, what is he going to do with this? I mean, I guess he could steal my Breya, but he does something very clever with it, actually. He uses it to untap his Priest of Titania. Priest of Titania taps for 4 green. And he casts Vizier of the Menagerie, another amazing creature in his deck. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim. I mean, Animar is like 15-15 now because it's getting double counters. And all I can do is chump block it anemically with a Thopter and just hope to pray, draw something, anything that can block it. And then he saves me that trouble by just simply having Craterhoof Behemoth in his hand as well. And you can just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It would give +12, +12 all of his guys. This thing alone would be 27, 27. Actually, it's going to be even bigger. It's going to get 2 more counters. 29, 29 with Trample. Yeah. Writings on the wall. This was absolute demolition. I got to hand it to his deck. I mean, I strip mined him, multiple turns in a row, killed off all of his mana, did not even break stride, just deck developed perfectly, and in a few turns he just had this massive army of dudes in play. And I have no hope, and I'm taking about 100 damage this turn. So, well done, IOK. He wins the, I guess, the rubber game. Unfortunately, when we play our 3rd game, which is coming up in a second, he did not elect to play with the Animar deck. So it's going to be a different matchup, but I'm glad you guys got to see this crazy Animar deck in action. It really is a good demonstration of how explosive and insane this deck can be, and pretty cool to watch, actually. Neat deck. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you for the next one.